Hi Virgo, welcome to your 2019-2020 astrology forecast. Now this is a general overview for the next 2 years with the primary focus on 2019. I will go into much greater detail when I do the monthly Virgo astrology forecast. So as you go into 2019, Saturn takes the reins and gives you the power to feel secure and solid. He tried to do that in 2018, but you had to contend with Pluto, Uranus in Aries, and Neptune in Pisces. And they were challenging what you sense to be real. Is this real or is this fantasy? So now with Uranus moving into Taurus and Saturn firmly planted in Capricorn, it's giving you the opportunity to use all of those experiences to build something worthwhile in your life. Instead of feeling that nothing much can be accomplished because of your constant state of adjustments or anxiety or fear or frustration or all the above, now you can build, truly build something meaningful, powerful, and beautiful in your life. So it's time to build beautiful things in your life. And that is so amazing. Now, Jupiter is in Sagittarius, and he is strengthening your foundation. This is going to be in 2019 a wonderful time to buy a property or expand your home or have someone move in with you or you move in with others. This is a fabulous energy for a home-based business, working from your home, anything you're doing from the home. Jupiter can really help you and expand your home life, your home foundation, and make that go well. Even if problems come up, Jupiter can smooth them over, and that's good news. Use Saturn to clear the energy, to clear what's not working, because you can have such an amazing focus for your creative self-expression. Now, Saturn isn't the guy that, he doesn't know what to do with feelings or sensitivity or imagination or love. And he is in that area of true love, romance, and creative self-expression. So be careful if you're trying to avoid those feelings, if you're trying to avoid love or sensitivity or trying to suppress those feelings, because that is Saturn. And that's where you could create a log jam of confusion or find yourself stuck. And you don't want to do that. And you want to use this energy in here to build something new, something beautiful, something meaningful in your life. And it's the time for change for all of us. We're all being asked to change. Right as you go into 2019, the first eclipse on January 5th is a solar eclipse in Capricorn. You're going to have Saturn in Capricorn, the Sun and the Moon in Capricorn, and Pluto in Capricorn. And that's right in that area of creative self-expression. It's going to be followed by the final lunar eclipse, or any eclipse, in Leo for a while, on January 21st. That'll be a lunar eclipse at 0 degrees Leo, and that's in the area of finishing up unfinished business. It's the area of karma. It's the area of your subconscious mind. It's the area of your hidden strength. So that's going to be a call to complete something. There's something you need to complete around that Leo lunar eclipse, and it's appropriate. The Capricorn eclipse is opening doors. Now, another interesting thing that's happening is the North Node moved into Cancer on November 7th, 2018, and will be in Cancer until May 5th, 2020. Now, this is in a much more favorable part of your life. Having the North Node in Cancer in the area of your ideals, being lucky, the money you make from the business you own, or the money you make from the company you work for, your goals, your friends, your hopes and wishes, the love you receive from others. This is a sign that you're going to be nurturing your friends, or your friends want to nurture you. This is doors opening with new friends, and this is really fun and exciting. And it sextiles Virgo. Any planet you have in Virgo with the North Node in Cancer and the eclipse is there, they're going to be sextiling you. And of course, the Capricorn eclipse is your sister sign that trines you, and that pours positive energy into any planets you have in Virgo, which is incredibly beneficial. So you're very fortunate in that respect in comparison to the other signs, where the eclipses, the way they're running in your chart now, they're opening doors for you, they're lifting you up, they're inspiring you, they're encouraging you, if you're willing to make the changes. If we're stuck in the status quo and we're trying to do the same old, we're going to get the cosmic 2x4, because that's how the universe works. These energies are about change, big changes, massive changes. And then you have a solar eclipse in Cancer in that area where the North Node is. Friends, goals, hopes and wishes, sudden luck, sudden opportunity, doors opening, love coming to you from other people. Followed by a lunar eclipse back in Capricorn, creative self-expression, true love, romance, self-confidence, building something. Followed by a solar eclipse at the end of the year, December 26th, back in Capricorn, right in that same area. Isn't that wild how it just like is in the same area right after each other? Lunar eclipse July 16th and a solar eclipse December 26th. 3 eclipses in 2019 in Capricorn. 1 in Leo, 1 in Cancer. That's wild. So big focus for the Virgos in this area of creative self-expression, true love, romance. Now, with Saturn there, you could be attracted to someone where there's an age difference. You could be attracted to someone where the backgrounds are very different. You come from a very different background. And so keep the doors open. And I think that's the key with these energies, is to keep the doors open if you're single. If you're committed, you're already in a committed relationship, then it's going to be more about your work, your children, your responsibilities, your creative self-expression. Now, I want you to think about what was going on with you in 1989 and 1990. That's the last time we had a mega conjunction in Capricorn. We had, in 1989 and 1990, we had Uranus, Neptune, and Saturn all together, coupled together in Capricorn. And of course, the faster moving planets come around and join them, the Sun, the Mercury, Moon, and Venus and Mars. And then you have even a bigger conglomerate of focus. What was going on with you in 1989 and 1990? Now, in the last astrology forecast I did with the 2018 through 2020, I talked about 1982 and 1983 because that was the last time Saturn and Pluto coupled together. And for some of you, you're like, well, I wasn't born yet. Or I was 1. You can still run transits around your natal chart, even if you weren't born yet. You take your natal chart and you take the dates I gave you and you run that around it just to see how it impacted your natal chart. Because your chart is alive, and it will stay alive before you're born and after you cross over. And you can run transits around it just to take a look and see how it's still impacting you. And so I want you to think about what was going on with you in 1989 and 1990. You made big changes then. What changes were going on for you during that time period? You want to think about that because we're now in it. We're going to hit right into it when we go into January 2019, and it's going to be on all of 2019 and 2020 because the eclipses are still running there, and Saturn moves into Aquarius briefly in 2020, March 23rd through June 16th. Saturn will move into Aquarius, and that will be about your work and your health and your lifestyle. And then he goes right back into Capricorn, June 17th through December 17th. And then December 18th, 2020, he re-enters Aquarius for good. So he goes into Aquarius, so it's going to, in 2020, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel, uh-oh, I got to do something with my work. And that's why you want to take advantage of this time now to really build something new in regards to your creativity, your creative self-expression, so that when it comes time to make changes to your work and your lifestyle, you're ready because you did all this work and you really know yourself and you know what you want, because it changes. You know, what you wanted in 1990 is very different than what you want now. And so you want to be ready for that, you know, and available for the growth that's coming in here. Now, Neptune has really been shaking it out for you in the relationship area. And that's been going on for quite some time. And Pluto has been challenging you to go after your creativity. And it's about, you know, creating something new, building something new, planning something new, painting something new, writing something new, theorizing, creating a new theory, enacting something new, cooking, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what the outlet is, as long as it's an authentic expression of you. It's coming from your soul. It's coming from your inner child. It's coming from the deeper part of you. So Pluto wants you to dig deep to uncover that wellspring of feeling, to transform those feelings of not feeling that you're good enough. That has been a struggle with the Virgos, is not feeling that you're good enough and always feeling like you got to prove yourself. And that's that trap of perfectionism, to get things done, when in truth it's your drive to do your best. And remember, your mantra is, done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. Yes, I would love to do all these videos in the perfect way, but it's more important to get them done so that you can have the information. And remember that, because that drive for perfectionism can really take out your joy, take away your joy. And Saturn can do that too. You know, even though he's trying it, he's in positive energy flow with you, it's still Saturn. You know, he has a way of just bringing out this workaholic, driven, you know, have to be perfect. No, done is better than perfect. Getting it done, getting it out the door, that's more important. You can always tweak it later. You can always make it better later. And, you know, remember that. The eclipses remind you that you are not the sum of your past choices, behaviors, and experiences. It's time to enroll in the Academy of Self-Appreciation. Strip away that automatic self-critical response. Let go of being hard on you. Now is the time to develop healthy self-nurturing. That is what the North Node in Cancer is asking of all of us. And for you is to nurture you. Have, you know, such self-love and appreciation for who you are. Asking for insight and support from other people in your life, especially your friends. North Node in Cancer. You will be shocked by how much they are here to help you. People want to help you, Virgo, especially your friends, wherever you network. Ask for help. Don't try to do it all yourself, especially if you're working on something really big. Ask for others to help you. And that will really help you over these next couple of years, because this is going on all of 2019, all of 2020, because Saturn and Pluto are going to exactly couple in 2020, and that's, you know, going on for most of 2020, and of course Mars joins them, Jupiter joins them, and so you have Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto sitting together, you know, all of 2020 in this area of creative self-expression and true love and romance, igniting things. And that's why you want to make sure that you're staying in touch with your feelings and not suppressing them or ignoring them, because then you could find yourself stuck in a log jam of confusion or frustration or resentment, because that's what happens when we do like all this work and then it's like, okay, well, I did all this work. Why did I do all this? and then, you know, so you want to balance that out. Go off and be with your friends. Go out and do fun things. Don't just work all the time. Make sure you take time to play and have fun. Absolutely. Now, your avatar, Mercury, is going to retrograde 3 times in 2019. March 5th through March 28th in Pisces, in the area of relationships. So there's where you're going to be doing a recheck on relationships. Then it retrogrades July 7th through July 31st. It'll start out in Leo and then it'll back into Cancer and go direct in Cancer, and that's where you'll be reevaluating your goals. And then the final one will be October 31st through November 20th, and that is in Scorpio, and that is all about how you're communicating, what you think, how you communicate to others. Scorpio sextiles you. You love Scorpio energy. Cancer sextiles you. You dig that too. You like it. And then the Pisces is your opposite sign, which is all about relationships. And there could be some confusion during that March time period. And July is going to be a trip too, because we've got 2 eclipses in July and we've got a Mercury retrograde. So that should be very interesting. So we just know that July is going to be a zoo. Good time to be on vacation. And you maybe, for many of you, you might be feeling more comfortable with Neptune in that area of relationships because he's been there for quite some time now. When he first went in, he probably caused a lot of challenges with other people, seeing them clearly and not getting into codependency with them, not trying to fix, save, and rescue. Virgos have this innate sense of responsibility for other people and wanting to help when others should be taking responsibility for their own addictions or whatever their challenges are. He's been in there quite some time now, so you are much wiser about what you want and need in your relationships, and that's good. That's awesome. It really is about just doing your best and letting go of the rest. Having discernment, being objective, and having that self-compassion. Having compassion for yourself. Really important for that. But it is pretty cool, like the way this is lining up for you. The eclipses and this mega conjunction in Capricorn is in positive energy flow with you. Now, Uranus is back in Aries. He will be back in Taurus March 6th. And that's extremely favorable for you. And it will be in Taurus for the next 6 years, till 2025. And Uranus can bring you all kinds of rewards. If you're willing to look at things you're hanging on to, do they really hold value for you? Just keeping things the same, he will create chaos, because that's what Uranus does. If we keep things the same and don't make changes, he creates chaos so that we have to change. Uranus' strongest message for you, Virgo, is self-reliance. That's not at the exclusion of other people, but instead of being who you truly are is the best gift you can give to the world. Being true to who you really are is the greatest gift you can give to others. And that's what Uranus always asks for, is independence, authenticity, liberation, freedom. And he's in this area of expanding your consciousness. He's going to change how you see the world over the next 6 years. It's going to change. It's going to be amazing how much that's going to change you over these next several years with Uranus in this area of higher education, higher learning, your beliefs, your philosophy, your religion, your spirituality. All of that is going to be up for change. And it's great because whatever you connect to it's going to be even more authentic for you. So even if your beliefs change and your spiritual life changes, it's because you're making such a bigger connection to yourself. You're making a bigger connection to God. You're making a bigger connection to your Mighty I Am Presence. You're making a bigger connection to your higher self. And because of that relationship, you're making a bigger connection to the world even. Your connection to the universe is growing. So allow for that self-reliance. Allow for that part of self that is asking to be developed, that's separate from others, which is the real you, the authentic you. Nourish and nurture that. Nourish and nurture your friendships, your relationships. And doors will open. Doors will open. New friends will come into your life. New people you can work with. New people you can network with. And you can get really strong in your creativity. Like you can build something new. You can build something, a structure that lasts. You can build something that can last for years to come with this energy. It's opening doors for you. So for those of you open for love, you do have such a big focus here. And then, of course, Jupiter is going to join it at the end of 2019, and Mars. And that is going to, totally impact it. Opening the door to new love, romance. For some of you, you could have more than one, where you are finding that you have more than one person that is attracted to you, that wants to be with you, that wants to be part of your life. And, in 2019, the door is opening. So if you've been single, this door can open where someone new comes in. That's why you don't want to just be so focused on work that you're not taking time for your personal life, that you're not taking time for your friends, because that's, where you could meet this person is through your friends, through other people. But you can also meet them, of course, online, through the dating apps where many people are meeting up and connecting with each other. But it's on for you. It's on. And, January, December, that's a big time. March, April, that's another big time for love. For those of you committed, already together, this is, with Jupiter in this area, it's very good for being at home with each other, enjoying your togetherness in the home, doing fun things around the home together, getting together and throwing a party, having fun, doing things that are creative and playful with, having fun like children. Play like children. That helps to also offset like the stress of Saturn. That can just, be overwhelming at times because we can get just so into work. Money looks good. You're going to have the eclipses opening doors in that area. The money you make from the business you own and the money you make from the company you work for. That's going to be opening doors for you, which is really cool and amazing and exciting. Yay! That's good news. And career, career is going on, and with Uranus in this area and the mega conjunction in Capricorn, anything you're doing creatively to improve your career, as well as upgrading your skills, upgrading your technology, upgrading your education over the next 6 years will get you ready so that when Uranus goes into Gemini in 2026, you'll be ready, because that's going to bring very big career changes at that time. And now's the time to work on that creativity so that you're building something that upgrades your pay, upgrades your prosperity. And of course, this is what I teach in my academy. And it's exciting. Yeah, I mean, you have the energy that's very good for starting a new business or expanding the business you have or growing the business you have in a creative way. Spiritually, just take that time to meditate. Take that time to listen. Take that time to write, journal, dream. Be in silence so that we're listening to source energy. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my videos. Virgo, you're rockin' awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock! And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps to support the channel, and it lets you know when I upload. So until next time, Virgo, amazing things are happening. Done is better than perfect.